I'm also fine. So, what about our teaching learning process? I mean, in our last classes, what we have discussed?
That we have realized and understood your class rightly, so you can carry on the next slide. And when you will complete the full slide, then inshallah we will see the full side clearly.
Okay, but what topics we have finished in our last classes? Dear students, am I audible to you?
আমি এখন host এত পরে কি লাভ, একদিন তো মরেই যাব।
আই এ মানে কি ভুলে গেছি। আই এ
এই স্যার আসছে।
মানে কি?
Integrated approach.
Oh, thank you.
Dear students, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so welcome back to my class again. In our last classes, we have discussed about the elements of integrated approach. So today we have started from what we have end from the last classes. So today class is basically emphasis on your participatory approach, and I have designed these classes basically by considering your side, and this classes is basically practical side, and you have to incorporate yourself in some assigned work what I have assigned to you in coming slides. So first of all, I have eager to review from you that what you have actually understand about the integrated approach, and what you understand about the communicative grammar. So do you have give any concise idea what is actually the basic characteristics or the basic features of the communicative grammar and the integrated approach? Anyone, please share with others.
Yes, sir. Integrated approach means an environment which makes a student easy to learn English language, or basically any language. And 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 the main feature here is the social aims and community grammars that is free from verbose rules of English grammar, and it deals with with main rules and our daily communicative grammar rules. That is
Okay, thank you, Mr. Toha, for your kind contributions. Mr. Oshi, do you listen to me? Miss Oshi.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Oshi, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, sir. What about you?
I'm also fine. So do you want to say something regarding these topics?
Sorry, sir. First of all, I'd like to apologize because I could not attend the previous class.
Okay, so what are the reasons behind it?
Sir, I have to go to my school because of my younger sister have some assignment.
Okay, so this is your condition. So you have connected with us and let you know about this topic by your mates. So I would like to now invite Miss Molly. Miss Molly.
sir, Naim wants to attend this class.
Okay, I will add.
Naim wants to attend this.
Hamida Molly, do you listen to me?
Yes, sir.
So do you say something?
স্যার স্যার আসলে স্যার আমার কিছুক্ষণ মানে শুনতে হবে মানে ঠিক মতো এই টপিকটা বুঝিনি তাই কিছুক্ষণ পরে বলে ভালো হয়।
Okay. Jora Khatun Doli, listen to me.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir,
I'm seeking
sorry
from
to
you.
say that in your last class,
Sorry.
hello.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry to say, sir, in your last class, I was in hospital. For this reason, I can't concentrate on your lesson appropriately. I can't deliver my speech according to the topic. And so, sorry, sir.
Okay.
Actually, I was missed some.
Okay. So who will be the next? Please, I am expect willingly answer from you. Mr. Rabi,
Yes, sir.
do you want to say something willingly?
Sir, I think communicative grammar, this topic you discussed with us the previous classes. I think to giving increase emphasis to spoken English, then communicative grammar is very helpful for us. And simplification terminology of classifications according to this communicative grammar. And you also told us that there is a little bit difference between communicative grammar and regular grammar, which we are used in our daily classes, daily practices. I think communicative grammar is really very helpful for us to practice our own language. And you also told us here is some small classification and small emphasis to do when we are communicate with anyone. Then we never use our mother tongue, and we will be patient when we communicate with others. And I think that will be my own perception, and I'm literally instilling for this. I think I'm also trying to learn something from Google or Wikipedia, but I cannot find that more attractively which I want.
Okay. So that's all from your side. So dear students, do you actually understand what Mr. Ravi and Toha said about the communicative grammar and the integrated approach?
Sorry, sir. Please repeat.
I just say, do you understand what Mr. Toa and Polirabi say regarding the communicative grammar and the integrated approach, what I have discussed in my last classes?
The communicative grammar may be that there is need no grammar rules for the conversation. We can continue our conversation without any grammar, without maintaining any grammar rules. And integrated grammars, there is need some grammar rules that we have to continue with these rules and regulations. It is sir?
Okay, you're in on the track. Actually, the communicative grammar emphasizes on the basically practical side to learn grammar. So in our traditional grammar, what we have learned, actually we learn the rules first and then we practice. But in the communicative grammar, we first learn about the example, and by the example we go to the rules. And the practical side is emphasizes on the communicative grammar, wherein the students are in the key role and they communicate with one another by using the grammar and using the English pattern. And this is the basically the conversational rules, what we have converse with one another by knowing or without knowing the grammatical rules. So the grammatical grammar basically emphasizes to communicate to one another by knowing the rules after communicating. Okay, but in the indicated uh, approach, what we have learned to in our English languages, indicated approach is basically integration of four skills, whether we can learn listening, speaking, reading and writing skills at a time. And these English course, we have already know that English is an skill-based subject and skill-based course. So in this subject, in integrated approach is basically suitable, and for this why, and our curriculum also emphasize on the communicative grammar and the indicated approach, what we have discussed in the last classes. So this is the actually the summary of the communicative grammar and the indicated approach. So now I would like to give some talks to you about this, about the last classes. So dear students, do you watch my share screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are watching.
Okay. So in our last classes, we end our classes by discussing the elements of integrated approaches. There was 4 elements of the integrated approach. One is the content, another is the communication, another is the cognition, and another is the culture. So now we have some tasks to perform yourself. So first one is the point out the features of communicative grammar. So what I have discussed in my last classes and what I have summarized in today's class. So I would like to invite all of you to point out some features regarding the communicative grammar. At least one features would be pointed out by you. So I give 1 minute all of you to point out some features of the communicative grammar. Do you understand, dear students? So all are requested to point out some features of the communicative grammar, what you have understand, and on the basis of your understanding and on the basis of your perception, you have to point out at least 1 point about the communicative grammar's features. Do you understand, dear students?
Sir, I have something to ask.
Sure.
I'm eagerly waiting for the previous class record, which you have not get yet. So if you supply it to us, it will be very much helpful for us to cover up the lesson.
Yeah, actually I have visited my hometown, and there is some issues regarding the connectivity of instability of internet. For these reasons, bind me not to add or this video in our last classes, but hopefully I will go into Dhaka tomorrow, and after staying the Dhaka, I will add this file in your group. So you have to stay for 1 day more.
Okay, sir, sure.
Okay. So please point out at least 1 point what you have to understand from my classes and from these today's discussions. I think it is very easy to point out, and I do believe that you have identified more than one example, more than 1 point. So I'll come all of you after 1 minute, and it's your turn to point out some things.
Yes, sir.
So students, your time is over, and I think it is time to take from you. So who will be first?
Yes, sir. I want to say something.
Yeah.
So I think the features of communicative grammar is um, communicative grammar is presented in terms of notion rather than the structure. and the various uses of language. For example, inviting or appreciating, requesting, commanding, or offering help, etc. I think these topics are grammatical and vocabulary choices, isn't it, sir? That's and another thing I can say, secondly, simplified terminology and classification of communicative grammar.
Okay, thank you, Mr. for your contributions. So, who will be the next? Mr. Riaz. Mr. Riaz Ahmed, do you listen to me? Mr. Riaz, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Assalamualaikum, sir.
Welcome, assalam. So, Mr. Riaz, what's your opinion or what you have point out it?
Sir, so basically, communicative grammar has no rules when we communicate with others in English. Mm, we can freely speak. We can freely speaking in English when we communicate with others um, and try to understand them, some content or anything else.
Okay, good contribution. So, are anyone eager to say something?
Yes, sir, I can say.
Sure.
So
Welcome.
in communicative grammar, grammatical structures are systemically related to meaning, uses, and situations.
Okay. Or anything else?
And here
Yeah.
grammar is represented in terms of notion rather than structure. Notion means thought, opinion. That's it, sir.
Okay, thank you, miss. So, are anyone?
Sir, in the communicative grammar, we didn't need to memorize anything. We just focus on our communication. How can we communicate with others? We did not think about any rules, and we did not feel any hesitation. We can continue our lecture without any hesitation and without any memorization.
Very good point. Very good point. Thank you, Mr.
Yes,
Toha.
sir. The communicative grammar including competence and performance.
Sorry, please clarify. Mr. Toha, please clarify again.
Communicative grammar includes competence.
Okay. So, are anyone? Okay. I hope that all of the participants of today's class have understand after these discussions, and this is the time to second talks. And the second text is about the point of the natures of integrated approach. So I think this will take another 1 minute from your side to prepare yourself and to point out some natures of the integrated approach. And this is the same about the what we have discussed in the previous point. And I have also recommend you have to point out at least one point regarding the natures of the integrated approach, or the basic natures, what I have discussed in my previous class and in the beginning of this classes. So you're requested to point out at least one point, and if you can, you have to point out one then more. So distant to understand what I can say. Hello, is it clear to you what I can say? students? Have you completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Honey, please raise your voice.
Sir, actually, integrated approach is giving proper environment to the learner for learning language. Here, the environment is listening, speaking, writing, reading.
Okay, very core characteristics you have identified. Thank you. So, who will be the next? Nishat Tasmin. Miss Nishat Tasmin. Are you get to say something? Sorry. I don't know. Do you get to say something?
I want to say something. The integrate methods, that means to learn something or to learn language under a caretaker teacher, and also very uh, and very learning based environment, to learn something in a learning based environment, the educational environment. And
Okay, additional settings. Okay.
I wanted to say something about integrated approach.
Okay, Mr. Tanvir, you are most welcome.
The basically integrated approach is one in which learners by doing in learner-centric environment in learning, such as interactions and contents. It also it also allows the students to engage in purposeful and relevant learning.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tanvir Ahmed. You have focused on the combination of some things. Okay. So, are you eager to say something or anyone?
Integration and integrated approach is a combination process in which students are applied their experience and applied what they get from the teacher's lecture, such as it leads to their creativity and their intelligence process, what they obtain from their teachers or curriculum.
Okay, very good point, Ms. Dolly. So, are anyone?
So I think integrated approach, it primarily focuses on problem solving. It creates an environment that when students can problem their solved with their teachers, and it is a complication of assessment or curriculum development and faculty development. Integrated learning explores and uses information effectively.
Okay. Your drive is very extended from our discussions. Very good point. Thank you.
Sir,
Yeah.
does integrated approach means the right environment and method for the students to learn something?
Actually, obviously the right method, but there the main focus of the integrated approach have to blending something or the combination of some methods or combination of the some skills in a class at a time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, students, thank you very much for your kind contribution in these classes, and it's time to go for our next slide, what is basically about our next curriculum. And now this is the basically we have discussed in line with our curriculum and in accordance with our curriculum design. And in our curriculum, the first part of unit 1 is the vocabulary networks. And when we talk about the vocabulary networks, we have to know some collocations, and we have to know some rules of how we can network with vocabulary, and we have how can vocabulary will emerge from one sentence, one word to another one, and how can words will be inverts into the another words. And this discussion, we have to explore these things from the view of the linguistic. And first one from you is the collocation. So what is the collocations? Do you have any idea about the collocations?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Actually, collocations is the new term to you, as this is the basic part of the linguistics. And this slide says that collocation is the word partnership or words that are commonly used together by the native speakers. And the collocation is the combination of the word plus word. That means when you use more than one words, it will be the part of the collocations. And if I want to say in elaborative form about the collocation, they have to mention something. So in our today's classes, we have discussed the various aspects of the collocations and how what can form in another word and what can form another sentence. And this is the total contributions of today's classes.
Sir, is there any example of any collocation words?
Sure. So before going to the example, it is better to know the ins and outs of the collocations. So first of all, I would like to say the implicit meaning of the collocations from different point of view, and I will take 1 minute for this. Okay. So the basic concept of the collocation is that collocation is two or more words that often go together. That means collocations is the combination of two or more words, and when you use more than one words, it is the embracing of the collocations. And there is various types of collocations. In your next slides, you have to see that. So first one is the types of the collocation is that adverb plus adjective. For example, when we use two words, one is the form adverb and another is the form the adjective. It is the example of the adjective plus adjective collocations. And for your better understanding, I have mentioned one example of adverb plus adjective collocations, which is completely satisfied, not downward satisfied. So when we use the word completely satisfied, it will be the part of the adverb plus adjective collocation. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The idea of the collocation is not very tough, but it is new to you, and I hope that after concluding our classes, you have to enjoy this topic, and you have to able to uh, produce some words by using the collocations. And basically, we have to produce the words from using the collocations, and from the various diversified collocations, there have also another collocation, namely adjective plus noun. And adjective plus noun is the collocations where we use adjective word before the noun word. For example, strong man, powerful man, and there is a excruciating pain. This is another example of the adjective plus noun. So is it clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next type of collocation is noun plus noun. That is the example of the surge of anger, or noun plus noun. There is a more example of the noun plus noun. And in our next slide, we have presented some example or more example regarding this. And in this slide, we have to just clarify what is the types of the collocations. And there is another types of collocations which namely is noun plus verb, and whereas these types of collocations we use noun word before the verb word and we use the verb word after the noun word. And this is the examples: lions roar, not lions shout. And the next type of collocation is the verb plus noun, where noun words come after the verb, that is the commit suicide or committing suicide. And the another types of the collocations is verb plus expression with preposition. That we usually use the word burst into tears, that means kannai fete pora. So that's all about the basically types of collocations. And the types of collocations will embrace another types of nouns, which is the verb plus adverb, that means wave frantically. And actually the types of collocations may be based on the uses of the users. For example, if we use the word adverb plus noun, it will be the example of the types of collocations. And for example, if we use the word adjective after the pronoun or before the pronoun, this will be the another form of the types of the collocations. So collocations is basically created by the native speakers, who is the actual origin speaker of the English language. And you have already know that from the perspective of Bangladesh, we have used the English language from the second language or as a official language. And for the native speakers views, we have known that there is a 5 countries of the English native speakers, which is namely the America, UK, Australia, New Zealand, or something like that, Canada. So when the people of that native speaker use some sentences or use some words from their point of view, the types of collocations will be emerged. That means the types of collocation is not bind within these types, and we have said that from this point of view that the types of collocation will be diversified and will be relay on the uses of the native speaker. So dear students, it is understandable to you now? Yeah.
স্যার আমরা কি এই যে উইক ভার্সনে ক্লাস করতে পারি না? এই যে গত ক্লাসে বলছিলেন উইক ভার্সন, আরেকটা ছিল স্ট্রং ভার্সন।
Sorry, I don't
স্যার
understand.
আমরা কি উইক ভার্সনে ক্লাস করতে পারি না?
That means?
স্যার উইক ভার্সন মিন্স গত ক্লাসে আপনি বলছিলেন বাংলা ইংলিশ মিক্সড করে শেখানো।
Acha, okay, obviously, why not? If you not understand what
স্যার
I
ওটা
can
করলে
say.
আমাদের জন্য খুব বেশি ভালো হতো, আমরা ইজিলি বুঝতে পারতাম।
Okay, who can say? Miss Honey?
জি স্যার।
Okay, actually English class naturally English class demand the strong person, because when you learn English by using the English environment, it will be helpful for all of you. And I think that all of the students who have come in my classes from the various field of education or various background and from the various school and colleges, you are much more strong in English, or to understand what I can say actually, because I think that my English is as simple as my Bengali. So I prepared to deliver my lecture with the help of you in the English or strong version. But if you're not able to understand what I can say in English, I have to, and I bind to say something in the Bengali. So for the better understand of all of you, I have say Bengali words from your.
Sir, we can't hear you. There is no interruption. I'm speaking.
Okay, so so in line with the Miss Umme Hani's observations or the opinion, I would like to say that আপনারা যারা ভাবছেন যে আপনাদের জন্য ইংলিশে কথাটা অনেকের জন্য হয়তো সহজবোধ্য হচ্ছে না, কিন্তু আমি মনে করি যে আপনারা
চাইলে তোমরা স্যারই বলো না কেন?
আমরাও চাই।
তুমি আমাদের হয়ে বলছো না।
তোমরা চুপ করে থাকলে কি হবে আমি একা বললে?
আমি সব ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে ক্লাস করতে রাজি আছি, সব ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে।
যে স্টুডেন্টস আপনারা কি চাচ্ছেন?
স্যার আমরা চাচ্ছি উইক ভার্সনে ক্লাসটা হোক, তাহলে আমাদের একটু বুঝতে সুবিধা হতো।
Okay, you usually want to continue our classes in the weak versions. It's your earnest demand. আচ্ছা, আপনারা যদি বুঝতে না পারেন বলবেন, হ্যাঁ, আমি বাংলাতে তর্জমা করে দেবো মাঝে মাঝে, কিন্তু আমি চাচ্ছি যে আপনাদের এই ক্লাসের রীতিটা ইংলিশই বজায় থাকুক, তাহলে আপনারাই এখান থেকে সবচেয়ে বেশি ফেসিলিটেড হবেন আমার চেয়ে। এই নেটওয়ার্কের সমস্যা হচ্ছে। Am I audible to dear students? হ্যালো, আমাকে শুনতে পাচ্ছেন আপনারা? হ্যালো হ্যালো, Mr. Rabbi, am I audible to you? Dear students, am I audible to you? Please respond. আপনারা কি আমাকে শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
স্যারের রেকর্ডিং এর কাউন্ট হচ্ছে না, আগে তো কাউন্ট হতো সেকেন্ড 32 30।
হ্যালো,
ইয়েস স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, আমাকে শোনা যাচ্ছে?
Sir, we can hear you properly.
ওকে, সো আপনারা কি আমি যে আলোচনা করেছি টাইপস অফ কোলোকেশনটা কি
Sir,
বুঝতে
I think
পেরেছেন?
there is a network problem on your internet or Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there is a good problem regarding the internet connection.
Yes, sir. Now
Yes,
we can hear you.
ওকে, আপনারা কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন টাইপস অফ কোলোকেশনটা কি?
Oh.
হ্যালো,
Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir, we
Yes,
couldn't
sir.
catch you clearly. I think there is some network issue from your side.
yeah, obviously there is a strong network problems from my side because my network is unstable due to the connection problems, and although there is a much barriers to continue my classes, but I am very much eager to continue my classes with the help of you. So may I continue?
Sir, we don't hear anything properly.
রনি, নেটওয়ার্কের খুব সমস্যা হচ্ছে। রনি, নেটওয়ার্কের সমস্যা।
Yes, sir.
Okay, students, do you listen to me? Hello? Hello? Who's Hello, students. হ্যালো, এই তোমরা কি আমাকে শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
জি স্যার, শুনতে পাই, কিন্তু মাঝে মাঝে
এখন শোনা যাচ্ছে।
আচ্ছা, এখন শোনা যাবে হয়তো। তো আপনারা কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন যতটুকু আলোচনা করেছি? মে আই কন্টিনিউ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা, আপনারা কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন? আমি যা বলেছি তাকে বুঝতে পেরেছেন নাকি একটু সাম আপ করব?
স্যার মোটামুটি বুঝতে পারছি।
সামাপ করলে ভালো হতো একটু।
আচ্ছা, আমি একটু বাংলায় বলি। টাইপস অফ কোলোকেশনটা হচ্ছে, মানে কোলোকেশনের বাংলা যদি বলি সেটা হচ্ছে পাশাপাশি দুইটা ওয়ার্ড ব্যবহার করা যেগুলোর মাধ্যমে নতুন নতুন শব্দের সৃষ্টি হয়, বা আমরা যে নতুন নতুন শব্দ ব্যবহার করি ইংলিশে, মানে ইংলিশের যে ওয়ার্ড ফরমেশনটা, সেই ওয়ার্ড ফরমেশনটা বেসিক্যালি হয় কোলোকেশনের মাধ্যমে। আর কোলোকেশনটা বেসিক্যালি যারা নেটিভ স্পিকার আছেন তাদের মাধ্যমে সৃষ্টি হয়। আর এখন যেটা হচ্ছে, আমরা যেটা জানি ওয়ার্ল্ড ইংলিশের ক্ষেত্রে যেটা হচ্ছে, এখন ইংলিশটা অনেক বেশি ডাইভার্সিফাইড হচ্ছে, কারণ মোস্ট অফ দ্য কান্ট্রি ওয়ার্ল্ড ইংলিশটা ব্যবহার করছে এবং তাদের নিজস্ব প্যাটার্ন ইউজ করছে। এই জন্য যেটা হচ্ছে, ইংলিশের একটা এক্সটেনশন হচ্ছে, এবং এক্সটেনশন করতে যে বিভিন্ন রকম ওয়ার্ডের সৃষ্টি হচ্ছে। এই ওয়ার্ডের যে নতুন নতুন যে ওয়ার্ডের সৃষ্টি হচ্ছে বা ওয়ার্ডের যে নতুন নতুন ফরমেশনটা হচ্ছে, সেটাই হচ্ছে কোলোকেশন। ঠিক আছে? এবং কোলোকেশন আমরা জানি যে প্রত্যেকটা ইংলিশের মূল বেসিক জিনিস হচ্ছে পার্টস অফ স্পিচ, এবং এই পার্টস অফ স্পিচের দুইটা পারস্পরিক স্পিচের সমন্বয়ের মাধ্যমে যেটা হচ্ছে কোলোকেশনটা সৃষ্টি হচ্ছে। যেমন আপনারা এখানে যদি এক্সাম্পল দেখেন, অ্যাডভার্ব প্লাস অ্যাডজেক্টিভ দুইটা ওয়ার্ড পাশাপাশি বসার মাধ্যমে নতুন ওয়ার্ডের সৃষ্টি হচ্ছে বা ওয়ার্ড ফর্মেশন হচ্ছে। যেমন কমপ্লিটলি স্যাটিসফাইড বা অ্যাডজেক্টিভ প্লাস নাউন স্ট্রং ম্যান, এগুলা ব্যবহারের ফলে কি হচ্ছে, নতুন নতুন ওয়ার্ডের সৃষ্টি হচ্ছে। তো যখনই দুই বা ততোধিক পারস্পরিক স্পিচ ব্যবহারের মাধ্যমে নতুন নতুন ওয়ার্ডের সৃষ্টি হচ্ছে, সেটাকে আমরা কোলোকেশন বলবো। এবং এই কোলোকেশনের টাইপসটা শুধুমাত্র আমি যে এখানে যে 6টা টাইপস উল্লেখ করেছি সেটার ভিতরে সীমাবদ্ধ না, তার বাইরেও বিভিন্ন ধরনের ফর্মস বা টাইপস রয়েছে, যেটা ব্যবহারের উপরে ডিপেন্ড করে এবং কান্ট্রি টু কান্ট্রি এটা ভেরিয়েশন হতে পারে। কিন্তু আমরা কোলোকেশনের স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ধরবো, নেটিভ স্পিকাররা যেটা ইউজ করছে সেটাকে আমরা স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ধরবো। আপনারা কি আমার কথাটা বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
জি স্যার।
আচ্ছা, তাহলে আপনাদের জন্য আমি বেশ কিছু এক্সাম্পল এখানে আহ, কয়টা এক্সাম্পল আপনাদেরকে দেখাই। আচ্ছা, তার আগে কোলোকেশনের সাথে আরেকটা জিনিস আমাদেরকে আলোচনা করতে হবে, সেটা হচ্ছে নাউন। আপনারা তো জানেন যে নাউন কাকে বলে। নাউন একটা ধরন আছে কম্পাউন্ড নাউন। তো কম্পাউন্ড নাউনটা কি, সেটা কি আপনাদের কোনো আইডিয়া আছে কম্পাউন্ড নাউনটা?
দুটো ওয়ার্ড মিলে যে একটা নাউন হয় কিন্তু অর্থ একই থাকে, এরকম
ওকে, ভেরি গুড।
কয়েকটা শব্দের সমষ্টি।
ওকে, সো এনিওন এলস? Actually, compound nouns, if I want to define the compound nouns, that would be a compound noun is a noun made up of two or more words. Each word makes up part of the meaning of the noun. That means compound noun is another part of the collocations, which means compound nouns consisted with help of the another nouns. That means when two noun word is making a word or making a or using in a sentence is called the compound noun. For example, there I presented some noun, some word with the alignment of the collocations and element of the compound nouns. And this example I hope that help you to better understand what I can say and how the vocabulary networks come and how collocations word is formatted and how compound noun is work. And this example is basically to present here to clarify your understanding. So please have a look on this slide. Dear student, do you watch the slide?
Yes
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, so please have a look for here. First one is the
Bedroom, blackboard,
example of
swimming
the
pool,
noun.
underworld.
First one is the example of the noun plus noun. That means the compound noun. Their two words make a single word, and the composition of the two word is from the noun plus noun. Bed is noun and room is noun, and this two word create a single word which is known as the bedroom, and it is also example of the noun or the compound noun. And when you use the adjective plus noun, there is the example of the blackboard. Black is the adjective word and noun is board, so the combination of the adjective plus noun is the example of the blackboard. And the third one is the example of the bar plus noun. Here swimming is a verb and pool is a noun. And next one is the preposition plus noun. Under is the preposition and world is the noun, and this is called underworld. And the next one is the noun plus verb. Here is the noun, and when you cut the hair is called the haircut. And the furthermore, there is also noun plus preposition. It means loving. Or another is the adjective plus verb, public speaking. And the last one is the preposition plus verb, that means the input. So that's all the example of the compound noun or the collocation words. So the example what I have discussed in this slide, is it clear to you students?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so what on next? Okay, there is also another example for you, that means from different collocations and the different compound noun. So please you have requested to also give some bird's eye view on this slide.
We are looking a slide in kitchen garden, mouthwash.
And the most of collocations is the next last two example, that is the adjective plus preposition plus noun, that good for nothing, and noun plus preposition plus noun, mother-in-law. These types of collocations is very much tough if this will come in your exam, and in your exam paper there will be some you have to command to give some example of the uh, mentioned portions, and you have to write according to the whatever the question says. For example, there will be the in your question there will be part that please give to example of this item. For example, verb plus noun, you have to give to two items regarding the verb plus noun. And for example, they're also part of the adjective plus preposition plus noun, and you have to ask that you have to mention two example of the adjective plus preposition plus noun. So this will be the question pattern in your question paper. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Sir,
that's, yeah.
sir, if in our question paper, if in our question paper like this question, preposition plus noun, then we have to answer with example or sentence.
Yeah, there will be proportion of two both things. There will be example of the just word, or there will be combination
Okay.
of the sentence form. Okay, so for your better judgment or better assessment, I have give some work to you, and this is our last portion of today's class, and I am requested you have to fill up this blank by following the compound nouns rules or the collocations rules. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have take some seconds to fill out this.
Fundraiser. News.
Sir,
News.
chronologically CABB.
All are requested to write down in your sheet, and after that I will come one by one.
Okay, sir.
Okay, have you completed, dear students?
Complete.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I give the answer key, so you have to match with your answer.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you have to match with your answer what you have judged yourself. So
Sir, I have
okay, students, so
wrote
who have got the
Door handle.
CGPA 5?
I have thought, but the right is doorway.
So students, amongst you who have got the CGPA 5?
We have a problem in number 3.
Okay, that means you have got GPA 4. So what's about the others? Is there anyone who can got GPA 5?
তোমার দুইটা নাউন মিলে একসাথে না, সান মানে সূর্য, সূর্য একটা নাম, আর ডে হচ্ছে তোমার
সানডে সানডে ইংরেজিতে বের করেছে।
সানডে হচ্ছে টোটালি একটা ওয়ার্ড, এটা দুটো আলাদা আলাদা ওয়ার্ড হিসেবে তোমার তৈরি করা নাই, তো বের করা হয় নাই।
আচ্ছা, আপনারা কে কে জিপি 5 পেয়েছেন বলেন তো, এই যে অ্যানসার গুলো মিলানোর পরে?
স্যার আমার পাঁচটা মাত্র ভুল করেছিলাম, আর সবগুলো হয়েছে।
আচ্ছা, তার মানে আপনি জিপিএ 4 পেয়েছেন। তো জিপি 5 এ কেউ আছে?
GPA 4.
So I'm also get GPA 4.
Okay. So I am asking who have acquired GPA 5 by giving answer these 5 items.
Sir, I got
GPA 3.
Okay, that means there are no one who can got GPA 5.
Sir, I got GPA 5.
Who are you? Okay, Ihon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Or anyone else? Yeah.
Sir, we are not from Ihon, because he got GPA 5.
Yeah. And what's about you?
Yes, sir, I got GPA 3, and my mistake was on Sunday and children. I will say children, but it will be childhood.
Okay. So students, this is the short assessment of you regarding this compound noun or the collocation. So in our next classes, you are requested to prepare yourself in a better position, so that I will take an exam within 15 marks regarding our with the combination of the two classes. So in our next classes, we have take 15 minutes with a Google Forms, and I give a link of Google Forms to all of you in the beginning of our next classes. And in that session you are requested to give an you have to take seat in an examinations for the 15 minutes, and your this is the sort of the continuous assessment. So now you are requested to prepare yourself in a better way, so that you can get a good score in your upcoming exams. And the syllabus of the tomorrow's examination is about what we have discussed from two classes. Okay, do you understand what I can say, dear students?
Is the exam is regarding collocation?
Sorry?
Sir, is the exam is regarding collocation?
Yeah, regarding the combination of the two classes from the beginning classes and the today's classes also.
Okay, sir.
Means, sir, we're going to face an examination on your next classes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, if you can share this slide, we can review our class daily.
Okay, so I'm trying my level best to add this the video of the last two classes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so students, I am seeking your permission to end our classes for today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, students, so take care of yourself and prepare yourself better for the next examination. And I have I hope that you have to participate in our next classes in a full rhythm. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye.